just doing it to get it done, but I mean, we're going to enjoy it together, right? So, dear friends, if you like to join in, come to a wonderful sit. Sit down on a sitting pillow, sit down on some books. Feel free to make yourself comfortable on your yoga mat if you're practicing on a yoga mat or maybe a carpet, you know. Sit down on the floor, or if you like, you can also sit down in a chair. It's completely fine. And sit up upright. My name is Marcel. I'm teaching here daily together with Sean. Sean is here for entertainment, energy, and motivation. I'm here for the instructions, the questions, and the support. If you have any questions, please ask them. If you have any requests, let me know. Again and again, I'm telling that. And yeah, a lot of people listen. So amazing. Let's start. Let's start. So, breathing in deep into your belly, into your chest. Coming back, we are coming back to a start together here. Feeling in how your body feels, your emotions. Breathing into your belly, into your chest. Expand your chest in all the different sides. Feeling the length from your hips to your head. And releasing again. Breathing in deep into your belly, into your chest. And out again. Jamie, did you know Oates was on yesterday? It was cool hanging out with her. She's breathing in deep into your belly, into your chest. Get long from your hips to your head. And breathing out. From there, let's just honor this very moment for a little time. And at any point in time, if you're becoming uncomfortable in your sitting position, please feel free to change. Always feel free to change your sitting position, even if you need to change it like all minutes. Please make sure that you're doing that. And listen to, yeah, you know what? No, it feels comfortable. Or maybe when we're singing, it feels comfortable. That's a beautiful thing. So later in the yoga lesson, we will be singing. So after the 60 minutes, we're going to sing mantras, and then we're going to do pranayama, breathing practice, and then some meditation. So this is a full class, really full class. Maybe, and it will be maybe a little bit overwhelming here and there. But this is a full class. To the best of my abilities, I teach here. And right now, bring your right hand to your back, bring the left hand a little bit to your right knee, sit up tall, and look over your right shoulders. Feel how your belly moves. Breathing in deep into your belly, into your chest. And releasing. Change around the other side. We're putting the right hand to your left knee, and we're not pulling with the hand, but we're just leaving the hand there as direction. Bring your other hand behind your back. Sit up tall, breathing in deep. Looking over your left shoulder. Breathing out. Maybe twisting a little bit more as you're breathing out. Feel how your belly engages. And release. Change around one more time each side. And there's no need to go any far, you know. It's just feel comfortable in your body. Feel comfortable how you're doing that. And if you're here, that's fine, you know. But feel comfortable and feel like that you can put a little bit of pressure there without hurting yourself, of course. release. And it's, you know, we teachers need to be humble as well, in a way, because new insights come up from time to time. And we also realize that, hey, maybe some things that we have been teaching, we have been studying, are wrong. And we need to figure that out. It's in our responsibility to figure that out and to improve our yoga lessons, right? And to teach to our best abilities. And currently I'm also going through something, through kind of like the first iteration of that, because this is a deep and profound process of like learning, right? Bring your right hand to your right and you're leaning to the right. I'd just like to share that here because, you know, I like to share how it is. And the process is about the knees. I'm not really sure on like exactly how to treat knee injuries, how to talk to people that have like something going on in their knees, right? So I really need to make sure to learn them more. And the other thing is like one of my favorite position. This is Warrior 2. So I can say like, yeah, it's my favorite position. Change around again, breathing out, and other side. Bring your right hand down and reach up with your left hand. Bring your shoulder blades a little bit to the back. Tuck your chin and engage your belly. Lean to your right. So Warrior 2 is one of my favorite positions. And I don't know anymore, like how I always teach it, you know, thought it's somewhat correct, but in turn I kind of like figure out, hey, maybe it's not correct, you know, maybe all this alignment stuff that I learned is not really correct. And also like how I'm doing chair position and everything, I start to question if, hey, is that really correct? Come back into the middle, bring your hands up, fingers are vertical. And of course, you know, if I'm teaching it, I really want to not teach shit. Bring your thumb up and then bring your thumb in. Bring your thumb up and then bring your thumb in. Because otherwise, you know, I'm kind of like doing the same movements. I really want to support myself, take care of myself. And of course, I want to teach something that is great and very much helping to you. So rather, really much move your hands, move your thumb forward, or in the direction that is forward for you. So I really need to make sure that these things are, first of all, supporting me as I'm practicing, right, a lot, but then also making sure that I can explain them in a way that they are supporting to you and not hurting you in any kind of way, not in the long term and not in the short term. Shake your wrists out, the elbows, your shoulders. And that's a deep thing, you know? It's a deep thing because we're all different, right? And you, of course, have first of all the responsibility for yourself. Bring your right hand up, thumb is pointing up, turn it to the outside, fingers are pointing down. Then grab around from below to your thumb. You have first of all your own responsibility. Right? Like you need to listen to yourself when you're doing yoga. If anything feels bad, if anything hurts you, stop. If it feels like a stretch, it's okay, most likely. If it feels like a too deep stretch, stop, you know. If it feels like uncomfortable or hurting, stop, always stop, listen to your pain, it's so important. Release, shake your wrists out. Do your other hand, bring your other thumb up, turn it to the outside, fingers are pointing down, grab on from below, pushing up from your shoulders here again. Feel the mounts of the fingers, stretching the mounts of the fingers. Feel how your fingers feeling, spread your fingers, good. Release, shake your wrists out, your elbows, your shoulders. And then bring your hands forward and up, make fists and move your wrists up and down here. How do your wrists feel as you're doing that? Yeah, and it's so important that you listen to yourself if anything hurts you. For example, in this action that we're doing here right now, you can also put your thumb in between your hand and grab around with your fingers and then move again. But then watch out, you can't move that much as before, right? So it's all about listening into yourself, taking responsibility for yourself, right? Taking responsibility for your body, right? Feeling good, good. Shake your wrists out, your elbows, your shoulders, good. Bring your right fingers down to the floor and reach up from your left sitting bone to the top of the left hand, keeping your right side long, and feel the length from your left sitting bone to the top of the left hand. Bring your shoulder blades a little bit to the back. How does that feel? Tuck your chin in, good. We're keeping both sides of the body long here. Both sides of the body long. You're doing great. Spread the fingers and release. Bring your left fingers down to the floor and switch the sides. We're doing one more time each side after this side here. So feel how you're engaging your belly a little bit. Bring your shoulder blades a little bit on the back. Spread the fingers. Breathing in deep and breathing out. Change the side. Again, we want to keep both sides long. So feel how your left sitting bone is rooted to the floor and get long from this left sitting bone to the top of the left hand without rounding in the right side. Just keep your right side long. How does that feel, you know? And maybe, just maybe, the first few times you're doing this, it's like, this feels like nothing to me. And that's all right, you know. It takes a little bit of time to start feeling really that length. Feeling that length from your right sitting bone to the top of the right hand, right? Bring your shoulder blades to the back. Tucking your chin in, engage your belly in and up. All these kind of actions. And doing them all together, it takes some time. Shake your wrists out, your elbows, your shoulders. You're doing great. Keep it up. Keep it up. Lots of love out to you guys. You are worth it. You're doing amazing. Bring your hands to your thighs. Start to move your hands forward and backward on your thighs, wherever you are. From here, really feel into what's going on your palms, but also what's going on your thighs. Not just on your palms, but listening into your thighs a lot. Feeling with your thighs. Good job. And from there, as you're moving your hands forward, bring your shoulders forward. Then bring your shoulders up, back and down. Again, up, forward, up, back and down. How do your shoulders feel today? Listening into them a lot. Lurking for views? Hey, Ramsreef, thank you so much. I saw you coming into the podcast yesterday. I appreciate that so much. I hope you're doing great. Thank you so much for that. If you like fish, stop on by. I'll check out your VODs later. Hopefully I can get some good stretching in. Yeah. And Ramsreef, if you have any requests, let me know. You know, I can definitely do something for you. If you have like more of like want to have something more fast-paced, I've got also a YouTube dedicated channel with like 10-minute yoga videos, and you can ask me all about it. Thanks so much, Ramsreef. Have a good night too. Sleep well, rest well. Hope to see you very soon. If you have any questions, please message me. Sweet, I'll check them out. Awesome. Amazing. Thanks so much. It's midnight for you. Oh God. Yeah, sleep well. Sleep well. Take care. I'm going to check out your channel, by the way, as well. I see. So, big shout out to you. You seem like a cool dude. I'm going to check you out. And yeah, everybody in here, feel free to also check out Ramsreef. Shake your wrists out. And by the way, we are here on a 10 years journey. So we're doing yoga every day for 10 years. So we're here for a long time. Shake your wrists out, your elbows, your shoulders. And we are going to stand up slowly. And there's no need to hurry here. No need to hurry at all. So slowly feel how you're moving. One leg. Hey, thank you, Jamie. Thank you for the shout out. It's my birthday in 5 days, so maybe I can start off good. Ah, awesome. Getting close to 40. Ah, cool. Yeah, 5 days. That's not long, you know. Good. I will try. Are you streaming on your birthday? I will try to come by and say happy birthday. Slowly, slowly stand up. There's no need to hurry here. But really feel how you're standing up slowly and supporting yourself. As if you would stand up like the first time in your life. 24/7? You mean 24-hour stream? Wait, you're streaming 24/7? I just stream my fish tank and I try to add some fun in. Ah, cool. Oh, okay, I checked that out. I didn't know that you were on 24/7. Okay, cool. That sounds cool. Shake your legs out, shake your arms. How does your body feel today? And thank you for being here, Ramsreef. That's super interesting to connect with everybody, you know, especially in this Corona time, to connect with everybody a little bit more and deeper base. I really feel like that's where I want to go with the channel. And that's what I'm going to change with the channel in the next time, to be able to connect with people deeper. Shake your legs out, shake your wrists, your elbows, your shoulders. Good. How does that feel? And from there, bring your hips over your heels and start to jump out of the knees, jumping out of the knees. So maybe I should do a birthday yoga stream for you, you know. No, I'm kidding. But if you have any wishes, please let me know. Like stretches you really need or so, let me know. Can I advise you something? So have a good night of sleep. And we're just jumping out of the knees right now. So jump out of the knees. Release your shoulders, release your neck. How does that feel as you're doing that? Good. Feel which muscles are engaged in your thighs, in your knees. Good. Thank you for the shout out, by the way, Jamie. I said it, but again, thank you so much for all the help. Releasing the shoulders and the neck. Is there any kind of pain going on? Listening to that pain and coming out of it if there's any kind of pain. Good. If you like to intensify, you can jump out of the heels and stomp the ground. Really stomp the ground hard, hard, hard. And from there, if you like to intensify, just jump out of the toes and reconnect with the toes and the heels to the floor. Release your shoulders and your neck a lot. How does that feel? And then slowly slow down again. Very much an underrated exercise here to get some blood flowing in your body, you know. Shake your wrists, your elbows, your shoulders. Good. How does that feel? Good to be back. Bring your arms by your side. Spread the fingers a little bit. Push out from your shoulders. Engage your belly, engage your chest. We want to create the box. Your belly and your chest shall create the box. So from your hips to your shoulders, create this box. And then we're leaning to the right. And we're leaning to the left. Good. Engage your belly, engage your chest. Your head stays in line with your spine. Good. This is from my dear friend Brian from America, a movement practitioner. He's cool, he's amazing. And slowly come back. Release. Shake your arms, shake your legs. So there's one more thing. We're going one more time in there and we're holding on the right and then on the left. So again, integrate your belly, integrate your chest, bring your arms by your sides. And we're just leaning to the right and we're holding it there. Good. Just a little bit, it's all right. And then you can grab around your belly and feel if your left side is engaged or your right side. And what you should feel is when we're leaning to the right, your right leg is on the floor, right? And then you feel that the left side is engaged more than the right side. That's what you should feel. Try to feel that yourself. And then lean to the other side. Again, engage your belly, engage your chest, lean to your other side. Feel how your leg comes off the floor automatically. Grab around your belly and feel how your right side is engaged. Meanwhile, the left side is very, very soft, and then release down again. Good. Shake your legs out. Now that we created this integrated body, we want to break it again, and afterwards we're going to do a little bit more upside down movements. I hope you're ready for that. It's going to be a little intensive. So, from here, release your arms. Engage your knees, engage your thighs. Re-engaging the knees and the thighs to hold the hips in place. Now this is called wet towel exercise. It's one of my favorite movements. So in the beginning it's difficult to do. After some time, when you get the hang of it, you will really, really feel how great it feels. So engage your knees, engage your thighs. Release your arms by your sides, and with your belly button we're turning to the right, and then with your belly button we're turning to the left. That's all what we're doing. We're smashing our arms into our belly. See that? I'm not activating my arms. My arms coming just back into the middle. All I'm doing is I'm turning my belly, and feeling how my arms are creating this movement. Keep your knees and your thighs engaged. We're not moving the hips, but we're turning the belly. Good. Your belly button. Move out of your belly button. Good job, everybody. So what I don't want to see is this here. Moving the knees. This is forbidden. This is forbidden. What I want to see is like engaging the knees and the thighs. Smashing wrists into your hips. Great job, everybody. Keep it up. Shall we go one step further today here? Let's go one step further here today. Where it's already challenging, hopefully. Moving with your belly button to the left and to the right. Today we're going one step further when you're swinging our right arm up. So when it's at the back, just swing it up and let it fall down. Just let gravity take care of itself. So swing it up and let it down. And see what changes in your other arm as we're still doing the same kind of movement. Good job, everybody. Just let your arm fall down. If it's all its weight. Good. And then we change around the other side. First come back into the middle. Smile. You're doing good. Don't worry. You're doing good. And if you're struggling, don't think about it. Try to think less and just do the movement. However stupid it might look to you. Just do the movement and see if you can get there a little bit more. And that's all right. If not, then not today. But when we're doing it again, you will see like, wow, suddenly something in my mind happened. So somehow I learned something, you know, overnight. I learned something. Now it works. What trickery is this? What kind of magic is going on here through the night, you know? Release, come back in the middle. Smashing your arms into your wrist. Release your arms completely. And feeling maybe how some impulses are going still on left and right. And if you can feel them throughout your body, Feel the turning point and know that is the center of your body, this turning point.
Welcome to your doom.
Good. Thank you for the follow, Monster David. How are you doing? Welcome in. From there, we shift ourselves slowly forward to our toes. And then we're shifting ourselves to the left, then to the back, then to the right, and forward again. Sean is over here. Yeah, I'm going to give you that, man, Monster David. Hope you're doing good. Wishing you a wonderful day, wonderful day. My name is Marcel. We're teaching you yoga every day, and from there circle into the other direction. And that's Sean. Sean is here for entertainment, energy, and motivation. He's a little dragon. So he's my co-teacher. He's my co-teacher. And to show him to you. Moment. Good. Woo! And try to stay in contact with the ground as we are shifting our weight to the left, to the right, to the front, and so on. Shake your legs out. Shake your legs out. Yeah, that's Sean.
Hey, Monster David, you're looking fabulous today. Wow, so good to see you. Big hug for you, my friend. Yeah.
And that's Sean.
Hello, nice to meet you, Monster David. Hey, Jamie, you're also in here. Good to see you, friend. Yeah.
You know, I need to integrate Sean a little bit more into the yoga lessons again. I did it in the beginning, and then we started to move along and along, and yeah, I kind of got lost a little bit, this little guy. So yeah, hope you're doing good, Monster David. Hope you're doing great. Wishing you a lovely day, my friend. Come to the front of the mat and slowly come down. Just come down in your way. Bring your hands to the mat. Step back. And we are going today a little bit upside down. So we're going into upside down, a little bit of handstand. If you're in for that, this is a beginner yoga lesson. I'm going to take care of you. So don't worry if I say handstand, you decide how far you go. You are in control. Good. So come into all fours today. And from there, start to arch up from your lower spine. We're doing just a little slight cat-cow here. Breathing in deep and then rounding down, chin to chest, rounding down. From the top of the head, down, down. And then up again from your lower spine up, breathing in. And chin to chest, rounding down. Breathing in, arching up from your lower spine. Vertebra by vertebra coming up, and then chin to chest, vertebra by vertebra, going down from the top of the head down. And again up, vertebra by vertebra. Try to speak with every vertebra on kind of like one-on-one. One-on-one speaking with every vertebra of your own, right? Good. Come back into all fours. Make it into a neutral position, and from here you turn the right hand to the outside of the mat, index finger points to your outside of the mat, and we shift the weight a little bit left and right. We're going to warm up the wrists here very, very good, because we're going to put a lot of weight on the wrists later on. So have the index finger point to the outside of the mat, move left and right here, then point your index finger to the back, move front and back. Good job. Index finger points to your other hand, move left and right. From here, turn your hand around, index finger points to your knees again, move front and back. Don't give all the way to your wrist right now, but a little bit, you know. Make sure it feels comfortable to you. Index finger turns to your other hand, move left and right. We're still on the top of our hand. Same thing with the weight, index finger points to the outside of the mat, move left and right. If there's some weight, not all of it. You're doing good. Index finger points to the front, move front and back. Good job. Now shake your wrists out, elbows onto your shoulders. Good job. Doing good. So little interlude before we doing the other side. In handstand, it's super important, one thing, and if you only take this away from this class, if you think you're leaving right now or whatever, I don't know, or you're going away, take this away here. If you want to do handstand, we really much want to connect to the mounts of the fingers here. These are the mounts of the fingers. We want to bring them together, or we want to have them connected on the floor first of all. But one way to train this is by bringing the mounts of the fingers together where the fingers are attached, right? Bringing them together, releasing the fingers down, pushing in through the wrists. And feel how the mounts of the fingers are connected as you're doing that. You can also claw your fingers a little bit more there. Good job. And feel how the mounts of the fingers are connected as you're doing that. Good job. Then release again and push in again. Feel the mounts of the fingers, how they are connected. Release again, push in again. Good job. This really, why are we doing this? To protect the wrist first of all. Because if you're having the hands on the floor and the mounts of the fingers are not connected to the floor, then you have way more weight over your wrist. I will explain that one more time when we're done. If you have any questions about it, please ask. Good. One more time, push in through the mounts of the fingers, claw the fingers a little bit. You're doing fabulous. Good job. Release, shake your wrists out, your elbows, your shoulders, and come back into all fours. And we're still working on our wrists right now, right? But still already here, feel how the mounts of the fingers are connected with the floor, right? Mounts of the fingers are connected to the floor, meaning that, yeah, the camera doesn't work right now. That the mounts here, the index finger mount, there's no space in between this index finger mount and the floor. Good. And from here, we take the left hand, turn it to the outside of the mat. So index finger turns to the outside of the mat. Move left and right here. Good job. And then index finger turns to the back, to your knees. Move front and back. Does that feel? Index finger turns to your other hand. Move left and right. Good job. Warming up your wrists. Very, very profound. Hey, Laudepra. How are you doing? How is your day going? Welcome in, my dear friend. Wishing you a wonderful day. Turn your left hand around. Index finger points to your knees. And move front and back. Hope you're having a very, very nice day, my friend. Front and back. Give there some weight, not all of the weight right now. Turn the index finger to your other hand and move left and right. How does that feel? We're teaching here yoga every day. My name is Marcel. So good to have you, Laudepra. Is that how I can call you? Is that correct, or should I call you different? Should I call you Depra or? Index finger points to your to the outer side of the mat. Move left and right here. We're having a little bit of a handstand lesson today, but don't worry about it. You are taking care of your body. You are saying how far you're going, right? I will give you variations, and you will be able to choose how far you're going. So every Monday we're having like an upside down yoga lesson. On the other days, you're having different yoga lessons. Shake your wrists out, yeah, your elbows, your shoulders, and I'm here every day, by the way. Good to have you. Shake your wrists, your elbows, your shoulders. And if you just joined in right now, make sure to also warm up your other wrist a little bit to kind of like feel like both wrists, right? We just did the other wrist before you came in. So with your left hand, grab around your right arm, pull a little bit down and circle your right wrist, just a little softly, soft circles. And whenever we are waiting, whenever we are having downtimes, whenever I explain something and not give you any instructions, you can give yourself a little bit of massages among your wrists. Change the hand here, change the hand here. How does that feel? Good job. Doing good. Shake your wrists, your fingers, your elbows, your shoulders. Ah, good. Good, good, good. From here, let's start. Let's start a little bit more. Let's see how much time you have. 26 minutes. That's completely fine. Bring your hands forward. And we are doing wrist push-ups. This is quite something. This is quite something. If you have never done that before, please don't overdo it. Feel free to listen in very much. Yes, it's correct. Vertebra. Vertebra, maybe now I'm saying it wrong. I'm from Brazil and I will follow you. Thank you so much because I love yoga and I'm new in this social media. Ah, cool. In this Twitch thing. Okay, I feel you. Lots of love to Brazil. Lots of love to Brazil, my friend. Good to have you. Welcome in.
Welcome to your doom.
Are you also a yoga teacher or are you just here to check out the fitness channel and everything? Because, you know, I have some connections. I can connect you to some more. There are some wonderful yoga peeps here on Twitch. And from here, push in through the mounts of the fingers and lift your wrists up and then release down again. These are wrist push-ups again. So what we don't want to do is lifting with your hips. That's not what we want to do. Not with your hips, but we shift the weight over to your wrists and we push in through the mounts of the fingers and we push up like this. We go for a round of 10, so let's count down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, release. Sit back, shake a little bit out. And what you should feel here is like your arm getting a little bit warm. Your arm is getting a little bit warm here. You should feel really the muscles start to work in your lower arm here. If that's the case, awesome. Good. We're going again. Now, you can make it easier by bringing your hands closer to your knees. You can make it harder by moving further away. I currently can't go further away, so I'm doing the easy variation. Because, you know, I also hurt my wrist a little bit back, kind of like some months back, and it didn't quite heal altogether right now, but that's fine. So again, push in through the mounts of the fingers a lot. Lift your hips, lift your wrists up. Here, go for a round of 10 again. And if it's too much for you, go for less. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, release. Shake your wrist out. And why are we doing this? We're doing this to really get into a handstand, right? And train our handstand and feel what these mounts of the fingers are doing for us. Because they are very essential to the handstand. And you will feel that on your own a little bit later as we're going into some downward facing dogs. And as we're jumping there a little. So again, last time. Bring your hands forward, push through the mounts of the fingers and lift your wrist up. Good. Shift the weight from the shoulders over your wrist. Good. And then push up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. It's good enough. Shake your wrists out. How do your wrists feel right now? And bring your hands forward. Push into the mounts of the fingers. Claw your fingers. A lot. Tuck your toes and shift your hips up into the sky. Good. Coming into a downward facing dog. You can also come a little bit more forward in a plank position / downward facing dog. So somewhere in between plank position and downward facing dog, and make it really comfortable for you to move your heels up and down to really come into this downward facing dog. Make it yours, you know. How does it feel? And from there, push in through the mounts of the fingers. Really important that we have the index finger mount rooted to the floor. A lot. Super important here. Good. Now push your butt to the sky, bend your knees a little. And we want to get one line from your hands to your hips right now. And what we're going to do is we push into the index finger so much. And we're going to jump, little jumps when you can do that. Just really, and if you can't really jump here, just like little whips. And feel how you're pushing into the mounts of the fingers. And if you're doing that, this pushes you back down to the floor. Good. Try to keep your arms straight to your hips. Maybe you can jump a little bit more. Try to land soft. Good job. 2 more jumps. Then release your knees. Bring your knees to the sides. Big toes together. And reach forward. Bring your arms by your sides. Reach forward. You're coming into child's pose. Bring your arms away from your ears. Release your head down. Breathing in deep into your belly, into your chest. And here, what you want to do here is that if you have kind of like a waist restriction going on, so if you're wearing any kind of belt or something alike, try to loosen that belt and then come forward. Bring your shoulders away from your ears and breathe in deep into your belly and then into your chest. If there's any kind of stretch going on, breathing in deep into that stretch and maybe engage your muscles just this little tiny bit. Good. From here, come one more time up. Bring your hands forward, push into the mounts of the fingers, claw your fingers. We go one more time here, tuck your toes in. Going for one more time, jumping. So again, come into a wonderful downward facing dog. Bend your knees. You need to bend your knees here because you want to be jumping, and jump a little. See where you can go and push into the mounts of the fingers. And again, it's not about how high you go. It's about feeling the mounts of the fingers pushing into the floor. This is the important thing. And when you're feeling that, you get control over your jumps, over your handstand. So feel when you're doing this, how this pushes you down to the floor again. Good. And then release, look between your wrists, start to walk forward and come up. With a straight back, bend your knees, bring your hands to your hips, elbows pointing upward, and stand up with a straight back. Bring your arms up into the sky. Deep breath in, stretch, slight back bend, engage your belly, and release down. Good. Shake it out. Load it. Cool. So cool. A lot of lovely people to meet today. So exciting. So exciting. Shake your arms, your legs. Amazing, amazing. Good. Let's think. First we're going to do the harder one. Yeah, that's both kind of like similar. So let's bring the feet apart. Feet apart. We're doing some more jumps here, but differently right now. And afterwards you will see like your improvements in handstands. They're going to be amazing. And if you have never done handstands, don't worry about it. Again, this is still a beginner yoga lesson, and I know maybe for some people this is not too accessible. And if that's the case for you, tell me. So I can think about different ways of like training, or I can prepare different ways of doing these exercises. So bring your feet apart. Second toes are pointing forward with your ankles. They kind of create a line, and these two lines are parallel. Good. Bring your arms up by your sides. The wrist should be approximately over your ankles, and then from there, push your butt to the back, keep your thighs engaged, your knees engaged. Get long from your hips to your head, and slowly release yourself down. Good job. With rounding your whole back, not just at one point, but your whole back rounding. Good. And from there, bring your hands off the mat. I would recommend you to bring your hands off the mat onto a flat surface that is like hard. Good, if you have that, you know. And then push into the mounts of the fingers, claw your fingers a lot.
So we have really control over it. And what we're doing is we're shifting all the way to your hands right now. Shift all the way to your hands and then jump in. And from there, shift all the weight again to your hands and jump out. That's all what we're doing. And we are going for a round of 10. If you're new to this, feel free to just do 2 or 3 of them. And if you have any questions, let me know. Again, important is that the index finger mount is rooted to the floor. Good. Then just go in your time. Good. Stop when the legs are on the outside. Bend one leg a little bit. Bring one hand up there. Bring the other leg, hand up. And start to step in left, right, left. Shake your legs out, shake your wrists. Doing amazing. How did that feel? Now from here, come to, of course, breathe. Come to a stand, stay there. I'm coming to my knees. You stay in your stance, in your stand. Bring your hands up. And we're pushing the mounts of the fingers up. Oh, sorry, we're pushing the wrist up and drawing the fingers down. The mounts of the fingers we also push up. But we're drawing the fingers down. Pushing the wrist up, drawing the fingers down. Bring your shoulder blades a little bit to the back. Engage your belly in and up. So you're drawing the belly button in and up. You're doing good. How does that feel? From there, really push out of your shoulders, push out of your wrists, and draw the fingers down. Good job. And like this, you're already in handstand. Release your arms, shake your wrists, shake your elbows, shake your shoulders. And from here, bring your hands forward, push out of your wrists, draw the fingers back towards you, push out of your shoulders. Breathing in deep. How far can you draw your fingers back? Can you spread your fingers as well? Good job. And release. How do your wrists feel? How do your fingers feel? Feel free to give a little bit of a massage to your wrists. You're doing amazing. Taking care of yourself is important. You know, and there's also the question of like, hey, you know, why do we want to do handstand in the first place? And that's a very wonderful question, and you need to answer that question on your own. Because there's a lot of power in handstand. It's a lot about also control over your body and taking care of your body and getting to know your body. It's a lot about that. Maybe the question lies somewhere in that area, right? But it could be also like maybe, hey, you know, I want to connect with more people. Like that, you can at least connect with me right now. So that's also valid, right? Let's come to the front. Slowly bend your knees. This is the this is already the last exercise before we come into our final variations of the handstand that we're going to train. Yeah, so slowly come down, bend your knees, forward fold, bring your hands down onto the floor. You can bend your knees a lot if you need to do that to touch the floor. And again, what we're doing is we're shifting all the weight here, all the way to your hands. Push into the mounts of the fingers a lot, claw your fingers. And then we're leaning slowly forward. We're kind of stepping a little bit back. It goes easier if you have the hands straight, if you have the legs straight. If you can't do that, it's a little bit of cheating here and there, at least in my opinion. That you kind of need to lift the legs up a little tiny bit, because otherwise the legs just stay connected with the floor, at least in my opinion. Good. So what we're doing is we're shifting our body forward, pushing into the mounts of the fingers, and as soon as the feet come off the floor, we're moving them back. And it's kind of like a rocking way, so it's coming forward and back, and forward and back. Good. And when we are at the back, you know, this is hard. This takes some time to learn. Don't worry about it. If you kind of like feel like, oh, this is challenging. Yes, this is challenging. And if you have never done this, you will struggle, definitely. So, whenever you can come to the back of your mat, so whenever you arrive at the back of the mat, we're doing the same thing forward again. And if you can do just one or two, or if you just feel like how you shift the weight all the way to your hand, and you don't quite figure out what to do with your feet, that's also all right. You know, we do it again and again, and you can also ask questions here. So bring your hands away from your feet, approximately foot distance apart from your feet. You shift all the way to your hands. Push into the mounts of the fingers a lot, and then just lift the toes off the ground. So forward it might be a little bit easier. So again, foot width distance away from your feet, give all the way to your hands of your body, and just lift the toes off the ground and move forward. You can control this movement as well to make it maybe even slower, but have all the weight over your hands, right? Push into the mounts of the fingers a lot, and we're doing this again until we're again at the front of the mat. Good job, everybody. Take your time getting there. As soon as you're there, bend your knees, your hands to your hips, elbows pointing upward, and stand up with a straight back. Wonderful. Wonderful, everybody. Shake your legs, shake your wrists whenever you're done. Whenever you're done. Good. And from here, let's come to the wall. And it's not going to be difficult. At least for the first variation, it's going to be very, very easy for everybody. But then you need to decide if you take it further or not. Today we're only going to go with two variations. If you really want to have a third variation already, tell me. Otherwise, we're just going with two. So bring one hand and the other hand to the wall. Find a wall for yourself. Also, door works as well. Hope you can see my hands, can you? Yeah, you can somewhat see my hands, that's all right. And slowly step back with your legs until we're kind of like in a 90-degree angle at your hips. Good. And from there, you really want to get long from your hips to your fingers. Push into the mounts of the fingers, claw your fingers a lot. Engage your belly, engage your chest, and we are bringing your gaze up between your wrists. So we barely bring the head up, so we can bring the gaze just between the wrists. Good. And from there, feel how you're pushing out of your shoulders. Feel how the mounts of the fingers are connected with the wall. Feel how your legs are activated. Good. This is all what we're doing here. Feel how you can draw the belly button in and up. There's so much to watch out for here. But you're kind of in a handstand here if you're doing this variation one correctly, if you followed along. You have time to practice that again in a moment if you want to stay with that. If that's new for you, stay with that. Also, if it's old for you, please repeat it because there's a lot of insights in this movement. Now from here, we're also going to do the second variation, which is, just watch first, measuring the distance from the wall, then bring the hands, the wrists, next to your ankle where you measured the distance. Bring your foot back to the wall, push into the mounts of the fingers, claw your fingers. If you can do it without a mat, that there is no mat there, do it without a mat because a mat is just softening, like making everything more shaky. You don't need that. On your wrist, it puts additional pressure on your wrist if everything is shaky. So push in through the mounts of the fingers, claw your fingers, and step up. Whoop. Again, what we're doing is creating the 90-degree angle at your hips. Your head can look again barely between your wrists. So look down with your head so you can bring your eyes as well down and look barely between your wrists. Great job. How does that feel? Push into the mounts of the fingers a lot. And you can now decide if you like to do variation 2 or variation 1. Again, if you want to do variation 2, measure the distance of your leg. Bring your arms next to your foot. Push in, so shoulder width apart. Then bring your legs back to the wall and step up on the wall. Push in through the mounts of the fingers, super important. Index finger mount pushing into the ground. Same thing, kind of like just the same thing, but inverted from variation 1 that we did on the wall to the floor. How does that feel? Does that work out for you? You're doing amazing, you guys. You are doing amazing! And again, you can also stay, it's completely fine to stay with variation 1. There's so much to learn here in variation 1, right? And exactly the things that you need in variation 2, you're learning in variation 1. Good job, everybody. Now, slowly come out of it. Slowly, slowly come out of it again. Breathing in deep. Shake your wrists, shake your legs, and let's come to the front of the mat and slowly sit down and rock to the back, roll to the back, whoop, roll to the back and forth. Wow. How does that feel? Good job, everybody. Good. So from here, let me check with how much time. Barely have any time left. Good. So what we're going to do is some, let's do some windshield wipers, but slow ones this time. So let's come into cactus position with your arms. So shoulders are next to your elbows. Fingers are pointing up. From here, we shift the hips to the left and release the knees to the right. And have your shoulders really connected with the ground. Try to release your knees as much as you can. And breathe in deep into your belly, into your chest. One more deep breath into your belly, into your chest. And release, come back, slowly come back up. This is a deep stretch. And shift your hips to the right and release your knees to the left. Have your shoulders connected to the ground. Breathing in deep in your belly, into your chest. Good. Come back into the middle. Hips up. Good. Extend your legs. Feet are facing away from each other. Bring your arms by your sides. Palms are pointing up. You can spread your legs a little bit more. Bring your arms a little bit further away from each other. Tuck your chin in. And close your eyes. Welcome to Shavasana. Shavasana is the hardest pose in yoga. You might ask why? Because we don't want to do anything here. And you also see why it's the hardest position, because a lot of people don't want to be in this. A lot of people want to stand up and do something else. That's why it's the hardest position. Can you stay in this position? And maybe even enjoy it. Just be. I'll be quiet for a little bit and then I will get you back to your body. We finish this yoga lesson up. Just be. Or this physical movement practice up. Just be. Have your eyes closed.
Deepening your breath. Start to move your fingers. Start to move your toes. Whenever you feel ready, draw your knees in towards your belly. Coming back to your body. Shifting yourself to either the left or the right side. Coming to lie down on your side body. Again, drawing the knees in towards your belly. Shifting yourself to either the left or the right side. Coming to lie down on your side body. From there, make it comfortable for yourself. Softening the skin of the face. Releasing all the tension in your jaw, in your neck, in your shoulders, in your arms and the elbows and the wrists and the fingers, in the chest, in the belly, in your hips, in your whole spine, in your legs, in your knees, in your ankles, in your heels, in your toes. From there, breathe in deep and nurture your whole body. With the air that is coming in. And as you're breathing out, feel how the gravity of the earth is carrying you. Good. With your next breath in, lift yourself up by your side and come into a final sitting position. Come into a final sitting position, slowly in your time. Whenever you arrive, bring your hands in front of your heart together, honoring your yoga practice. Bow your head in front of your heart. Wishing you a wonderful day, a wonderful night. Namaste. We are not finished here right now. We're going further with mantra singing, with breathing practice and meditation. You're very much invited to join in right now. If you feel like you had enough for today, I also appreciate that a lot, that you took care of your body, of your physical practice, physical body, of this physical practice. Release your arms and open up your eyes again. Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you enjoyed today. Right now, we're going to go ahead and sing something. I'm going to sing the Mahamrutin Shaya mantra currently. The Mahamrutin Shaya mantra is here to let go of things that are not serving you. At any point in time, if you have any questions that you're interested in, please let me know. I'm happy to answer them. The Mahamrutin Shaya mantra is here to, or the meaning of it is here to let go of things that are not serving you anymore. Let go of things that are not serving you anymore. It's to connect with death and to accept death. It's the ultimate healing mantra. Good. And with that said, we're going to do that mantra, but there's also a vibrational quality to mantra singing that travels throughout our body. And you know, I know this can be overwhelming, but really, I think like when I started mantra singing, it was like, okay, what is this? Do I really want to do this? Do I really want to have this in my life? And I can't quite remember how it was like the first times when I sang a mantra and how it felt. It felt like not really cool, not really, am I this? Why am I doing this? Kind of like these things. But I really would kind of like, why I'm doing this here is to show you that this exists. If you're tuning in or not, doesn't really matter. It's here for you still. It's waiting for you to be discovered, to discover, right? If it's not for you, it's not for you, you know? Maybe it's for somebody else. And that's also all right. So yeah, maybe you will fall in love with it. That could also be. But right now I said enough. So there's a vibrational quality that travels throughout your body and gives you additional insight to your body. So it's very much also a physical practice. Love the stream, man. Thank you so much, Anon Blanc. Hope you're going to enjoy the mantra. We're going to sing that mantra right now together. If you have any questions, just let me know, man. Let me know. Lots of love to you, man. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful night wherever you are. So repeat after me. We're going to put the mantra into chunks so that it's easy for you to follow along, to either sing along or whisper along, and maybe just listen. It's also fine. So the whole mantra goes like this. Om Hirim. That's the wrong mantra, I'm sorry. Om Triambakam Yachamai Sugandim Pushti Vardhanam Urvaru Kamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mukshiyamamritate. That's the whole mantra, and we're going to sing that together right now. Om Triambakam. Now repeat. Om Triambakam Yachamai Yachamai Sugandim Sugandim Pushti Pushti Vardhanam Vardhanam Urvaru Urvaru Kamiva Kamiva Bandhanan Bandhanan Mrityor Mrityor Mukshi Mukshi Amamritate Amamritate. Om Triambakam Om Triambakam Yachamai Yachamai Sugandim Sugandim Pushti Pushti Vardhanam Vardhanam Urvaru Urvaru Kamiva Kamiva Bandhanan Bandhanan Mrityor Mrityor Mukshi Mukshi Amamritate Amamritate. Take a little bit more together. Let's go again. Om Triambakam Yachamai. Repeat. Om Triambakam Yachamai Sugandim Pushti Vardhanam Sugandim Pushti Vardhanam Urvaru Kamiva Bandhanan Urvaru Kamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mukshiyamamritate Mrityor Mukshiyamamritate. Om Triambakam Yachamai Om Triambakam Yachamai Sugandim Pushti Vardhanam Sugandim Pushti Vardhanam Urvaru Kamiva Bandhanan Urvaru Kamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mukshiyamamritate Mrityor Mukshiyamamritate. All together, sing together with me. Om Triambakam Yachamai Sugandim Pushti Vardhanam Urvaru Kamiva Bandhanan Mrityur Mukshiyam Amritatu. Om Triambakam Yajamaye Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityur Mukshiyam Amritatu. Om Triambakam Yajamaye Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityur Mukshiyam Amritatu. Last time all together. Om Triambakam Yajamaye Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityur Mukshiyam Amritatu. Bring your hands to your heart. Bow your head in front of your heart together. Release your arms and open up your eyes again. And we are going to do a little bit of a breathing practice right now. I'm going to do a little bit of a breathing practice right now. If you'd like to join into that, feel free to. And we are going to do alternate nostril breathing practice, alternate nostril breathing, if you know that. So bring the index finger, the middle finger, between your eyebrows, or a little bit above on your third eye, if you know that. Good. Then pull with your thumb and your ring finger on the bony part of your nose up. Pull your nose flesh up on your nose. Good. And from there, breathe in deep through your nose. And breathing out deep through your nose. If you need to clean your nose, please feel free to do that. And give you some time to do that. And I want to tell you first of all, what is breathing practice all about? So for example, if you're anxious, breathing practice is very much for you. Breathing practice is here to calm your nervous system. I want to tell you also that breathing practice is not meditation. Breathing practice is here to calm your nervous system. Good. We're going to start in a little bit. Again, come into this position. Index finger and the middle finger between your eyebrows or on your third eye. With your thumb and your ring finger, grab around your nose on the bony part of your nose and pull up your nose flesh. Good. From there, take a deep breath in. Out, and one more time. Breathe in deep together with me. And out, and we're starting. At any point in time this would become suffocating. Please come out of it to your natural breath. Closing your left nostril, breathing in through your right nostril. Closing the right nostril, opening the left nostril, breathing out through the left. Breathing in again through your left. Closing the left nostril, breathing out through the right. Breathing in again through your right. Closing the right, opening the left, breathing out through the left. Breathing in again through your left. Closing the left, opening the right, breathing out through the right. Breathing in again through the right. Closing the right, opening the left, breathing out through the left. Breathing in again through the left. Closing the left, opening the right, breathing out through the right. Continue on your own. We're going for around 3 minutes and shy. Next time you breathe out through your left nostril, breathing in through both nostril, opening up both nostril, breathing in through both nostril, breathing out again through both nostril, and repeat again, breathe in through both nostril, and breathe out again through both nostril. Good job. Good job, everybody. From here, going a little bit further, and we're coming into meditation. If you like to join in here, feel free to do that. We're going for 25 minutes of meditation and 5 minutes of shavasana. You can also decide if you like to go longer. If you like to go, not longer, sorry. If you like to go shorter, I don't suggest you go longer. I really don't suggest you go longer. It's too deep for beginners. Of course, if you're advanced and if you know what you're doing, please, by all means, but then you don't need to follow this. If you're just like to get started a little bit, you can go for 2 minutes, you can go for 5 minutes. But then if you're really joining in, make sure to lie down in the end. Lie down whenever you decide it's good for you. It was enough, it's enough for me. Come out of it, lie down on the floor, and then come out of it in your time, slowly. Good. If you're practicing together with me the whole thing, I'll guide you through the whole thing. In the end, like we're lying together on the floor and we're coming up again. So if you want to do that, you're very welcome. If it's too long for you, just lie down on the floor, make yourself cozy, and then come out yourself. And if you're leaving then, wish you a wonderful rest of the day. If you're staying and have some questions, I'm happy to answer them. If any questions come up, you can also join my Discord if you like to, or our Discord, if you like to connect with me. If you have any questions and you don't want to wait right now for the end, that's also completely fine. So right now, let me put the meditation instructions to the right. I'm going to give you to them, give you the meditation instructions, so I will tell them to you. These are the written part is just there for people that come in between, you know, that they know what we're doing here. So let's go for 30 minutes. Come to a wonderful sit again. Sit up on something. You can also sit in a chair, completely fine. And from there, just put your arms wherever they feel comfortable. Sit up tall. At any point in time, if you like to change your sitting position, please feel free to do that. Feel invited to do that. To make my point, I am also changing my sitting position right now because, you know, I've been sitting in this position for quite a while. So please feel free to change your sitting position at any point in time. From there, sit up tall. And start to observe your inhale. Start to observe your exhale without changing. Just observe your inhale and your exhale. Maybe feeling that your inhale is slightly bit colder than your exhale. Good. And at any point, if you're losing the connection to your breath, you're in your thoughts. Observe your thoughts closely. See what you're thinking about. And let that thing pass if you can. Let that thing go softly, without pushing it away, without softly letting it go and coming effortlessly back to observing the breath, to focusing on the breath, preferring the breath, without changing the breath. Observe your breath. That's everything that we're doing here. Know that it's all part of the practice. So one day you might be only in your thoughts all the time. And one day you can completely focus on your breath all the time. That's completely fine. You are on your journey. So don't judge yourself wherever you are. Know that you're on your beautiful journey. I will be quiet right now. Again, remember, if you need to change your sitting position, please feel free to do so at any point in time. Make it comfortable for yourself. We see each other in 25 minutes. Or hear each other in 25 minutes when I guide you to lie down. Connect one more time to your breath. Through inhale, through exhale. Release this connection, release this focus. Come and lie down on the floor. Take your time getting there. Lie down on the floor. I'm going to lie down for 5 minutes. Again, extend your legs. Feet are facing away from each other. Arms are lying by your sides. Palms are pointing up. Tuck your chin in a little and just be in Shavasana. Nothing to do here. Don't need to do anything. Slowly start to move your fingers. Start to move your toes. Stretch your arms, stretch your legs. If you like to yawn, yawn. And shift yourself to one side and come up back to a wonderful sitting position. So dear friends, thank you for tuning in today. Hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, let me know. You can join into the Discord, or you can ask me right here, always. With that said, I wish you a wonderful rest of the day, and I hope to see you very, very soon. This was the Monday's lesson, all about upside down. I hope you enjoyed. With that said, thanks so much for tuning in. And yeah, you know what? Let's check out Ram's Reef. Let's go ahead and rate Ram's Reef. That's cool. So it's amazing. Let's check him out. How it looks there on these cameras. I'm very curious about it, and I hope you too. And with that said, dear friends, that was it. Lots of love and blessings to you. If you have anything, let me know in the Discord. Take good care of yourself, and I hope to see you very soon.